Yeah, Namaste students, welcome back to Sumanth tutorial. In this session, I am going to teach you the most important topic, or that is light. In that, I am going to solve the maximum numerical that you may expect in a board examination. When I say numericals, you may feel that it is tough. It is not like that. You should learn the content. If you are good at the content, it is very easy for you to solve it. So I am going to teach step by step, including that one. I will also say that in which year the question was repeated, so that it is easy for you to understand. Okay, so let's start without wasting our time. And the first question is like this, right? Yeah, see here, the first question is like this. A pond appears to be 2.7 meter deep. If the refractive index of the water is 4 by 3, find the actual depth of the pond. Now see here, one thing that I want you to concentrate here is this one. Appears to be. Can you see this one? This appears to be represents the apparent depth. Here it is apparent depth. And can you see here the word actual depth? So this is real depth. That's it. Okay, now then see here, the apparent depth is given as 2.7 meter, and the real depth that we have to calculate, and the value of the refractive index is given 4 by 3. This is the given part. Now see here, use the formula mu is equal to real depth by apparent depth. Okay, now next thing is the substitution. 4 by 3 is equal to real depth I have to calculate, so let me write it as RD only, divided by apparent depth is 2.7. Now cross multiply and the value of the real depth is 4 into 2.7 divided by 3. See here, 3 nines are 27, so it is 0.9. So the value of real depth will be 4 into 0.9, that is 3.6. 4 is 36, it is 3.6 meter. That's it. See here, to solve this one, the main thing that you should remember is what is the question, what you have to calculate. Appears to be is the apparent depth, actual depth is the real depth, refractive index is given, just substitute it. And this question was asked in the board 2020. So 2020, this question was asked. In 2020, this question was asked for 2 marks. Clear? So let's go for the next question. What's the next question say? What is the relation between the refractive index of water with respect to air and the refractive index of air with respect to water? See here, it's very clear. So we learnt one thing. What is that? Refractive index of 1 with respect to 2 is 1 divided by refractive index of medium 1 with respect to 2. See here, medium 2 with respect to 1 will be 1 divided by medium 1 with respect to medium 2. The same thing we are going to follow here. See, the first thing what they had given, the refractive index of water with respect to air is 1 divided by refractive index of air with respect to water. That's it. Sure, this is the answer for the first question. Now go to the second question. If the refractive index of water with respect to air is 5 by 3, calculate the refractive index of air with respect to water. See, here also we are going to use the same method what we had written here. So the refractive index of water with respect to air is 5 by 3. Then what is the refractive index of air with respect to water is 1 divided by 5 by 3, nothing but it is 3 by 5. You can keep your answer like this, or if you want to represent in terms of decimal, you can do it that is 5 6 or 30, it is 0.6. That's it. 3 by 5 or 0.6, both are right. And this question was asked in the board exam in the year 2019. 2018 this question was asked. Clear? So this is also for 2 marks only. I think you people had cleared with the content. So let's go to the next question. See, the next question is like this. Refractive index of glass with respect to water is 9 by 8. Find the refractive index of water with respect to glass. Name the principle used to find the value in part A. If we change the temperature of water, then will the ratio 9 by 8 remain same? Write yes or no. This is for 3 marks question. See here. First thing is refractive index of glass with respect to water. See here. Refractive index of glass with respect to water is 9 by 8. Then what is the refractive index of water with respect to glass? Obviously it is 8 by 9. Reciprocal. That you can also write it as in a decimal point. If you want you can write, otherwise this is enough. If you want to represent in a decimal, it will be 0.88. that is your wish. This is the answer for the first question. Now sub question B. In a sub question B, what's the question? They asked us name the principle used to find the value in part A. Answer is very simple, principle of reversibility. The answer is principle of reversibility. Now we are going to go for C. If we change the temperature of the water, then will the ratio 9 by 8 remains the same? Remains the same? Answer is no. It will not remains the same. Clear? That's it. If you write these three, answer is clear. You will get 3 marks. Clear? Okay. Then we will go to the next question. See here. This is, oh sorry, I didn't say in which year this question was asked. In 24, in a board exam 2024. This question was asked in the board examination 2024. Clear? Then we will go to the next question. See here, this question is an important one. A different one. See, it is different. I said it is not complicated. A light travels a distance of 10x units in time t1 in vacuum. It travels a distance of x units in time t2. See, remember, see what they had given. It is traveling with the speed of 10x at the time t1 and x at the time t2. Vacuum in the sense, keep this one, this is in C and this is any medium, that is V. Then the question is, light covers a distance of 20x units in the time t1 in diamond. Is this statement is true or false? Answer is false. Obviously it is false. See, answer for A is false. Why? Because the light travels at the distance of 10x in vacuum and x in the time in any denser medium. X in any tensor medium, then how it becomes light covers a distance of 20x units in a time t1? Not at all possible. So it is false. Now the second one, the second sub question is like this: calculate the refractive index of the medium for T1 and T2. See here, how to calculate? See here, to solve for the B, we have to use the formula mu is equal to C divided by B. That's a formula that we have to use. Now, substitution part. See here, mu is equal to, first, it is 10x at the time T1 whole divided by x at the time t2. See here, don't get confused. You can see this part. This part is C, and this part, can you see, this is V. So mu is equal to C by V. How to solve it? You know it very clearly. See here, 10x, sorry, yeah. So it is 10x divided by T1 into T2 divided by x. So x and x cancel, and the value of mu is 10 T2 divided by T1. That's it. This is an important and a different set of question. So this question was asked in the board 2024 for 3 marks. So mu is equal to 10 T2 divided by T1. Clear? Now we will go to the next question. Question number 4. I think this diagram is visible, otherwise I will stretch a bit. Yes, okay, that's it. Yeah, now see here. The diagram below, a ray OP travel through an equilateral prism of a certain material. Calculate the value of I2 if the angle of incidence, if the angle of deviation is 43. What is the ray QS called? Now see here. Here, first thing you should note, it is an equilateral prism. If it is an equilateral prism, obviously angle of the prism, how much? It will be 60 degree. Keep this one in your mind. Now we have to calculate the value of I2. Where the I2 is? Yes, see here, this is I2. Okay, and they had given very clearly deviation is 43 degree. These are the key points. Now directly we will go to the formula. Okay, so what's the formula says? See here, deviation is I1 plus I2 minus A. This is the formula, I1 plus I2 minus A. Now substitute the value. See here, 43 is equal to, see, can you see this part? This is I1. This is I1, angle of incidence, the first one. So it is 65 plus I2, I have to calculate, minus 60. Sure, I1 plus I2 minus A. Next step, see here, 43 is equal to 65 minus 60 is 5 plus I2, or I2 is 43 minus 5, and the value of I2 is 38 degree. That's it. This is for 3 marks question. Here it's very easy, 3 marks question. Up to here it is 2 marks, that is we are solving A. Now we will go for the B1. So what is the ray QS is called? Can you see this part? Observe, this is QS, we call it as emergent ray. What is this QS? It is emergent ray. That's it. If you write this much, so you will get 3 marks. Sure. I think you got this answer. Now we will go to the next question. See here, a coin is kept at a coin is kept inside water of refractive index 4/3. When viewed from air in a vertical direction, appears to be raised by 3 mm. Find the depth of the coin in water. Now see here. To solve this one, first I want you to note this line. Appears to be raised by 3 mm. This is important. See what this word represents. This representing shift. The most important thing, appears to be raised by, it is shift. Now find the depth of the coin in water. It is sinked inside, so this is real depth. Pakana. I repeat, appears to be raised by. The word itself indicates it is shift. Then find the depth of the coin in a water. Now see here, it's very simple. Let us go for direct one. This is answer for A. See here, use the formula. Shift is equal to real depth of 1 minus 1 by mu is the formula. 1 minus 1 by mu. So this is minus here. Don't get confused. This is minus 1 minus 1 by mu. Now substitute. See here, 3 millimeter is equal to real depth of 1 minus 1 divided by, it is 4/3. Substitution is okay. Now see here, 3 is equal to real depth of 1 minus 3/4. How it becomes 3/4? It's a reciprocal. See here, this will go to the numerator. Obviously it will take the reciprocal. Now see here, 3 is equal to real depth of 1 minus 3/4 is 1/4. 1 minus 3/4 is 1/4. Then real depth will be equal to 3 into 4. So it is 12 millimeter, because question is asked in terms of millimeter. So we will represent our answer in terms of millimeter. So the real depth is 12 millimeter. Now go for question number B. So how is the critical angle related to the refractive index of the medium? Direct question. See here, the refractive index is inversely proportional to the sine times of the critical angle. Mu is equal to 1 by sine C. Mu is equal to 1 by sine C. This is for 3 marks, and this question is asked in the year 2023. In a 2023, this question was asked, very easy one. So it is for 3 marks, 2 marks for the first set, and 1 mark for question number B. Then is it clear? Fine. Then go to the next one, question number 6. It's diagram based one, so I have directly copied the diagram there. Now see here, the diagram below shows a parallel ray A and B. A is orange, B is blue. Incident from air on air glass boundary. Copy and complete the path of ray A and B. Now see here dear, it's very clear. If you want to solve this type of question, first thing you should know about the concept of Vibgaya. Vibgyor, Vibgyor. This is the increasing order of the wavelength. Means red has the maximum wavelength and this violet has the least wavelength. That is the first condition. Now see here. Here the answer was like given between orange and the blue. See here, can you see here, this is the blue and this is the orange one. Means orange is having more wavelength than the blue. So it's very clear, blue deviates maximum, orange deviates least. See here, this is the question, don't get confused. This is the question one and this is the answer one. So answer one, you can see here, you can see this part and observe this part. It is very clear, blue deviates maximum than the orange. This is the first thing the evaluator will observe when you had written the diagram. Now second one, how does the speed of these ray differs in glass? What's your answer? The speed of the blue is less than of orange. Obviously. Why? Because the answer is very simple. Wavelength of blue is less than that of orange. That's it. Wavelength of blue is less than wavelength of orange. That's it. That's it. Then the last one. Are the two refracted rays in glass parallel? That you have to say the answer. Yeah, obviously. So this is not parallel. So the answer for the C is not parallel. You know it very clearly, as it deviates in two different angles, it cannot be parallel. That is a common thing, that cannot be parallel. Sure, this is one of the good question. So this question was asked in 2023. This question was asked in 2023. Clear? So once again I am repeating, to solve this type of question, you must know Vibgaya, rainbow Vibgaya, and here one thing that you should remember, V2R, there is an increasing order of the wavelength. Clear? As the wavelength increases, that deviates least. This you make a note. So if the wavelength increases, deviation becomes least. Wavelength ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, deviation ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. That's it. Clear? Then go to the next question, seventh one. I have already drawn the diagram. I will explain it. Sorry. Yeah, that question is like this. A monochromatic light is incidenting on an equilateral prism placed at the minimum deviation position with an angle of incidence 45 degree as shown. Then for the first question, copy the diagram and complete the path of ray PQ, followed by state the two factors affecting the angle of deviation which depends. Now see here. So this is question for 4 marks. So if you draw the diagram, you will get 2 marks. See, I had written the diagram, for this is 2 marks, and for this it will be 2 marks. Clear? Now, two things you should remember here. They have asked it is an equilateral prism and minimum deviation. See, whenever you are writing for the minimum deviation, this line is important. It should be parallel to the baseline. First condition, for a minimum deviation, the refracted ray must be parallel to the baseline. Then here I1 and I2 must be of same value. They will consider these 2 points. The evaluator will check these 2 points. Have you written QR? If I name it as A, B and C, he will check first thing, have you written QR parallel to BC? Then you will get 1 tick mark, and he will observe here 45 degrees angle of incidence and emergent angle should be 45. If these two are right, then you will get 2 marks. Now question B, it's a direct question. So the state the two factors on which this angle of incidence depends. You can write it as angle of the prism, refractive index, wavelength, okay, angle of incidence. There are few, you just write only 2. So you can write angle of prism, angle of incidence, you can write wavelength. Okay, so you can also write refractive index. So these are all the factors that affecting the angle of deviation. Done. So diagram while writing, be careful, follow the trick or the points which I used to say. Clear? Then let's go to the next question. See here the important one. See this question, previously did I mention which year this question was asked? No, sorry. Okay, this question was asked in 2024. This question was asked in 2024. This question was asked in 2024. Now we will go to the next question. That is, why do we use red color as a danger signal on the top of the skyscrapers? Here they have specified skyscrapers. They may use any other word, but follow this one. Why do we use red color for the danger signal? As I said very clearly, red color is having maximum wavelength. Maximum wavelength is there for the red color, so it will not deviate. It can be seen through very long distance. That is the reason red color is used as a danger signal. That's it. Clear? So I repeat one more time. Why red color is used as a danger signal? Answer is very simple. As we can see the red color from very long distance, so it has maximum wavelength that deviates least. That's the reason red color is used as a danger signal. Clear? Then the next question. The diagram below shows the path of the blue ray through the prism. Calculate the critical angle of the material of the prism for the blue color. What is the measure of angle of the prism? That is A. Then which color should we replace the blue ray for the ray undergo total internal reflection? This is the question. Now see here. To solve B, I want you to concentrate and observe to solve B. Observe here, the line is tracing this path, means it's very clear this is critical angle. This part is critical angle, I is equal to C. Keep that one in your mind. Then see here how to calculate the critical angle. Now see here, to calculate the critical angle for the first one, critical angle will be the value, like, sorry, one second. Yeah, critical angle will be 133 minus 90 degree. The question is, how you wrote it is very simple. Critical angle in the sense, observe, if this is the refracting surface, then this is the angle of refraction. That value is 90 degree for critical angle, for some angle. If this angle is 90 degree, this is 90 degree. Right, this will be 90 degree. Okay, based on that one, so total angle is 133 here, so it is 133 minus 90, and the answer is 43 degree, is equal to 43. That is the angle. Answer for the first question. See here, this is 43 degree. Answer is 133 minus 90. Now we have to calculate the value of angle of the prism. Angle of the prism. There are different ways to solve it. Now see, observe the diagram here. See, this is 90 degree. We have to calculate this one, and here the total angle is 180. So this small angle will be 180 minus 133. Sorry, one second. Sorry. So it is 180 minus 133. That's it. I will apply the same thing. See here, angle A will be equal to 90 minus of 180 minus 133. Done. Here also you will get 43. So here we got the value of A as 43, that is angle of the prism. Now the last question. So here for the angle I will write here. This is 43 degree. Now which color should replace the blue ray for the ray to undergo total internal reflection? So we know we've got here you can write violet or indigo. You can write violet or indigo. Violet or indigo should replace so that we can experience or we can see the ray of light undergo total internal reflection. So here very important question. This question was not asked in any of the board. No, sorry. Yeah, this question was asked in board 24. Sorry. This question was asked in 2024. So it's very clear. It is not complicated. Few things that you should know. One is the concept of critical angle. In a critical angle, angle of refraction is 90 degree. That's it. So it is 133 minus 90, that is 43. Then obviously angle of the prism is sum of three angles is 180 degree. So 180 minus 133. So 90 minus of 180 minus 133 will get 43. So which color should replace here? Violet or indigo should replace. That's it. Okay, now shall we go to the next question? Okay, the question is like this. An object of height 20 centimeter is placed in front of a lens at a distance of 50 centimeter. Its virtual diminished image is formed at a distance of 15 centimeter. Now the question is, identify the type of lens followed by calculate the focal length of a lens. Now see here. First thing I will say, the image form is virtual and diminished. That is the possible case only when the lens used is concave. That's it. Virtual diminished image possible only with the concave lens. In a convex lens, if the virtual image is formed, that should be always magnified. If we are getting virtual and diminished image, then obviously that's the concave lens. Now, how to calculate? Object height is given. So to solve B, we will write a little bit of given part. In a given part, object height O is 20 centimeter, is placed in front of a convex, placed of a lens at a distance of 50 centimeters. See here, U is minus 50 centimeter. I taught you very clearly in a sign convention how to take the value. Then image is formed, that is V as it is virtual, it is minus 15 centimeter. So I repeat one more time, object distance is minus 50, image distance is also minus 15. Now we have to calculate the focal length. Now see here the formula, 1 by F is 1 by V minus 1 by U. Clear? Then substitute, it is minus 1 by 15 minus of minus 1 by 50. Yeah, now see here, 1 by F is minus 1 by 15, minus into minus is plus 1 by 50. Now the LCM of 15 and 50 is 150. Obviously we know it very clearly. So which is equal to 150. 15 table 150, it is 15 tens. So it is minus 10 divided by 15 threes, right? So it is plus, sorry, Yeah, it is minus 7 divided by 150, or F is equal to minus 150 by 7 centimeter. That's see here, this is for 3 marks, and this question was asked in the specimen board paper 23. This question was asked in specimen paper 2023. This specimen question paper 2023. See here, in this question, what is the trick? The first thing is, while you are calculating, they had given a condition virtual and diminished image. Virtual and diminished image forms only with a concave lens, that you should remember, followed by object distance, object height, image distance, object distance in a sign convention. It is very clearly explained. So even I did in one of my class, I explained very clearly how you have to take the polarity in a sign convention. Once you see that video, it will be easy for you to understand. Yes, students, thank you for watching. That's it for today's session. In the next class, I am gonna bring with the different types of questions, so it will gonna help you out. So I think this session is might help you to crack the questions which is gonna come in a physics paper. Thank you all. Take care. In the very soon we are gonna meet with the next video. Thank you everyone. Bye bye. Take care.